What if you do not have to panic about fossil fuels for your energy needs? It sounds like a dream for many, but Spain has almost made it come true. In 2023, Spain really stepped up their game in creating electricity from things like wind, sun, and water. Would you believe that they managed to make 50.8% of their electricity this way? That's a big jump from the previous year when they were 42.2%. Spain is quickly becoming a giant in renewable energy. They have set some big dreams to use more of these sources for their power needs and are even putting rules in place to help make this happen. Along with this move towards natural energy, Spain can start to build up new industries, which is super important as it can help its economy grow bigger and better. It will also create lots of jobs. Think about how cool that is. Nearly everyone could have a job because Spain can make 90% of the parts needed for wind power and 65% for solar power. In fact, the International Renewable Energy Agency, the world's top group for renewable energy, has estimated that by the year 2030, this green energy world could create almost 500,000 jobs in Spain. So, it looks like Spain's future in renewable energy is bright and job-filled. Did you know Spain was one of the first countries to use wind power on land? This amazing tech now helps create over 20% of Spain's electricity. It's as if the wind powered one of every 5 light bulbs in Spain. And that's not all. They've also been investing heavily in solar PV. These are special panels that convert sunlight directly into electricity. Thanks to those investments, Spain has greatly increased its solar power production lately. Hydropower used to be the #1 way Spain generated renewable energy. Imagine water flowing down a river, turning a big wheel to create electricity. But today, it only makes up about 10% of Spain's total power generation. But even then, it's still an important part of Spain's energy approach, helping to keep those lights on and everyone's devices charged up. Seems like Spain is on a mission to save our planet. They're doing their bit to make the world cleaner and greener. Just like we might switch from candy to apples for a healthier snack, Spain is also switching. They're moving from using fossil fuels, like natural gas, to cleaner energy sources. Already, they've made some big changes. For example, they are slowly saying goodbye to coal power plants, just like you might outgrow your old toys. At the same time, they keep using their nuclear power plants, like the trusty old bikes that keep going. But they have a plan to stop using these plants by 2035. The country is running faster than most of its European pals in the race to use more solar and wind power. It's in second place, right behind Germany, for using wind power. And Germany is still the king of solar and wind power. But Spain, with its ambitious plans, is like the underdog who just might become the champion in the future. One of the secrets behind Spain's success story is that they're installing lots and lots of new renewable energy systems, just like getting new books for the library. This approach helps Spain cut down on the bad stuff and use more of the good stuff, contributing to a healthier energy blend. But if you think Spain's journey with renewable energy hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, you are wrong. They've had a few bumps on the road. In 2022, there was a time when Spain actually used more fossil fuels since they had to step in and adjust a few things in the energy market. Plus, the energy prices used in Spain were much lower than in their neighbor France.
Now to Spain, which has become one of Europe's prime renewable energy hotspots, with a sharp increase in the installation of solar and wind generators over the last few years. However, despite this successful move towards green energy sources, electricity consumption has been dropping, which has triggered concern this could lead to a crisis in the industry.
But the good news is that as those adjustments in the market start to fade, Spain is returning to its old self and using normal amounts of energy again. This means that by 2025, they'll likely use even less energy in their homes and also send less energy to other countries. Because of this, people are now paying less for their electricity, especially since prices were too high in 2022. Well, that's all changing. Interestingly, even though Spain doesn't have a huge connection with the rest of Europe for power sharing, its electricity prices have been way lower than in France this year. Did you know, on average, electricity has been 34% pricier in France? There are many reasons behind this, one of them being Spain's shift from having one of the highest electricity costs in Europe to one of the lowest. Even when considering the various steps taken in 2022 to control the market prices, Spain's energy costs are still much less than France's. And guess what's cutting back the energy requirement most? It's the gas-fired energy production. It means that those clean, green, renewable energy sources can shine even brighter in Spain's energy lineup. Most of the role played here is by the PS10 solar power plant. It's actually the very first one in the whole wide world to use a special technology called a concentrating solar power tower. The power plant is located in a beautiful place named Andalusia, in Spain, not too far from Seville. This power plant is a powerhouse because it can generate 11 megawatts of electricity, which is a lot. It uses something known as heliostats. They're really big mirrors that can move around to catch the sunlight just right. And for your information, it wasn't easy to build this amazing place though. It took 4 long years and cost a huge amount of money, €35 million. That's like $46 million. But the cool thing is, it generates so much electricity each year, about 23,400 megawatt hours. Plus, it earns money for every megawatt hour it produces. They get $360 American for each megawatt hour. This means they make about $8.4 million per year. This power tower has a special way of keeping the sun's energy. It heats up water until it's boiling and stores it in big containers. The heated water stays pressurized and super hot, like when you tightly close and shake a soda bottle. Then the water changes from liquid to steam and, like magic, releases energy. This entire process can keep going for about as long as your favorite cartoon episode, around 30 minutes. But some smart people think we can store this energy for even longer. Unfortunately, no one has been able to prove this with a real power tower yet. Now, guess what? They also thought about using molten salt instead of water. But molten salt can store energy for a long time without losing much of it. They also thought of using a phase change material that can change from solid to liquid or vice versa. It's like when ice cream melts in the sun, but instead of melting, it stores energy. Did you know that in the first 6 months of 2024, Spain produced nearly 60% of its electricity using renewable energy with the help of PS10? This project was more successful because they added more solar capacity. So, what's your take on it, guys? Will Spain continue this amazing trend towards renewable energy and possibly become a global leader? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.